Well, good day and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be visiting my nearest Royal Enfield dealer and see what I've got there. This is not planned. I haven't told them I'm coming. I'm just going to rock up and have a walk around the dealership, see what it's like, and we'll see what happens. Anything could happen, maybe nothing could happen, but yeah, let's go for the ride and see what happens. See what we can see.
How you doing?
Good, thanks. Good. Ah, here it is. What I've been looking for.
Meteor.
Meteor, yes. A big meteor.
Very latest.
You don't have one for... I had a little plan in the back of my mind that they would have a Super Meteor there for a test ride. And I was half right. They did have a Super Meteor, but not for test drive. But the good people of AML Motorcycles have been lucky enough to lend me something else instead for a little test drive. And it's this. The Moto Guzzi V85tt. I don't have it for very long, but let's have a look around it anyway. Okay, let's have a little quick look around here. There's only very briefly. We can see the 850cc V twin transverse. It feels a little bit weird, I have to say, especially cornering. Brembo brakes, all very nice. Twin headlights, which I like. And shaft drive, which is nice. Let's start her up. Lights up. It does jump when you start her up and start to wiggle around. So yeah, let's get a little run back to the shop. Took me half an hour to find this spot, but we've got half an hour to get back again. I'll be over my time, but we'll give it a good go. Certainly got a little bit more go in it than the classic 350. .350 Meteor, I should say, and the classic 350. I don't know if it happens to everybody, but whenever I use the indicators, I keep flicking up the high beam. It just seems to be in the way. Gear shifter does make some funny noises. Oh, brakes are good. The brakes do work. have noticed that my high beam keeps coming on because I keep flicking this switch with my finger every time I cancel the indicators. So a tad annoying. Yeah, one of the things, I suppose it's just a characteristic of the engine, it feels quite lumpy when you're stationary. But I guess that's it, going round and round and round in a transverse way, isn't it? Smooths out when you're moving though. Yeah, finding the indicator control is a bit weird because you can't feel them under your fingers, with your thumb. Don't know if I'm using them or not. The high beam on there again. Well, I'm back here in the Meteor house again, the garage, and give you my thoughts on the Moto Guzzi V85tt. I was really stoked actually to be able to get a chance to ride the thing. It wasn't what I was expecting at all. I had hoped to get a ride on the 650 Meteor, just for comparison's sake, but they didn't have one for a test ride, but they had the 85tt there, which I was very happy to jump on when they offered. I did find it, they call it character, I suppose, but I found it a little bit out there for me. It's like a washing machine going round and round and round. So whenever you were stationary, taking over, it was rocking side to side, a little bit odd. I mean, it's probably that in itself is something I could live with. Side to side is something I could probably learn to live with. There are a few things that I really didn't like about it was the hand controls. I couldn't feel the indicator switch through my gloves. It was there, you know, I was able to do it. I had to look, and I was flicking it up into high beam because the position of the little switch was every time I moved my thumb, my fingers turned the high beam switch on. It was pretty annoying. But in terms of, well, it's an 850cc, you would expect it to go in the motorway easily, and it does. I didn't go particularly fast, but I did feel quite a bit of wind blast. It was only a short screen, but I felt the wind, quite a lot of wind on me, especially from about my nose up and also on my shoulders, pushing me back. Which after a while, I reckon could be pretty grueling, and so it would probably, for me, it would need a bigger screen on it. But yeah, not for me, but a great bike anyway, and big thanks to AMR Motorcycles in Glasgow, who lent me it for an hour to get lost on. Thank God for Google Maps. But yes, that's it for this video. It was just something that I didn't know was going to happen, but made a video anyway. So if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you on the road soon for another trip.